back to my channel. So today's video is actually going to be a makeup tutorial on the makeup that I'm wearing right now. I got a request to do a wearable purple makeup look, so I tried my best not to make this look like super smoky, to make it look, you know, work appropriate, something you can definitely wear that's not like super dramatic. And I actually like the way it came out. I think it came out really pretty. I mean, there's definitely color in there, but it's not like too much, so I really like it. And I did give you guys two lip options for this video. The one that I'm wearing is the one that I prefer, but if you did want to do a more dramatic lipstick, then I do have another lipstick option for you as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna ramble too much because this is going to be a full glam video. Usually when I do my tutorials, like, my face is already primed, I've already done like my skincare and my eyebrows, but today I'm going to show you like exactly how I get ready from start to finish. So if you're interested in seeing this purple eyeshadow get ready with me, then just continue to watch the video, and definitely do not forget to give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, to comment and subscribe if you are not already. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey guys, we're going to start with a fresh clean face, and I'm going to prime my face with this Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. I've really been liking to do this step because lately my skin has been feeling dry and still oily in my T-zone, so I like to prime with this just to put some moisture back into the skin. And then I do like to wipe my eyebrows off just to make sure they're dry before I go in with the products. So as always, I'm going to be using my Ride or Die Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil in the shade Auburn. So the first thing that I like to do is to outline my brow. So I outline the bottom first, and then I go in and I outline the top of my brow, and I do extend my tail just a little bit because I really don't have a lot of brow to begin with, so I have to kind of create a brow. And then I just go in and I fill it in with the pencil. I feel like filling it in with pencil versus powder or pomade, it just helps it to look more natural. So yeah, that's pretty much all I do for my brows, and then I just go through with the spoolie, and then I just comb through my brows. So the next step, I just grabbed this brush that came in one of my Urban Decay palettes, and then I grabbed this NYX Conceal Correct Contour concealer palette, and then I just go in and grab this concealer shade here, and this is what I use to carve out my brows. So I just take the thinner brush side and I just apply the concealer on the bottom brow line, as well as the top of the brow, and then I'm going to go in and flip it over to the other side and just blend that concealer out, and that's just going to help to give your brows a really nice shape. To prep the skin for the makeup that we're going to be applying, I do go in with this Murad Oil Control Mattifier, and I do use that as my moisturizer. You guys know I really love this just for keeping the skin matte and keeping the shine down throughout the day. So I just apply this all over my face. Now I'm going in with this Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer, which honestly I'm not a huge fan of. I feel like it really doesn't control shine like it says it does. But yeah, I'm trying to go ahead and use it up so I could really tell you guys if I like it, because sometimes the more you use products, you like them. So I apply this pretty much all over my face because my cheeks get oily, my T-zone, and sometimes even my chin gets oily. So yeah, I just apply this all over my face. And you do want to let this dry just a little bit, because if you try to put products on top of it before it dries, then it's not going to work as well. Here I'm testing out a brand new technique that I just heard about on Facebook. It's called pre-baking. So it's basically the same thing as baking, but you put all of the powder and stuff on before you do your foundation instead of after your foundation. And this is supposed to help just to mattify the skin like a lot. Like the girl that recommended it said that she had like no shine, no oil throughout the day. So I'm going to test it out and see. So I'm just applying my Laura Mercier translucent pretty much all over with my beauty blender. Next, I'm going to prime my eyes with my Benefit Stay Don't Stray, and this is just going to help the eyeshadows to stay on all throughout the day. So I'm just going to apply that, and then I'm going to take that same brush that I used earlier for the brows, and I'm just going to blend it all out. Now that that's blended out, I'm going to get my Z palette and I'm going to grab this shade here. This was in my Maybelline Blush Nudes palette that I depotted, and it doesn't have a shade, but it's just a very pretty rose gold matte shade. So I'm just going to take that and apply that all over with a Sephora blending brush. I'm not sure of the exact name of the brush, but I know it's a Sephora blending brush. Oh, it's actually a number 19. So I'm going to apply that with my Sephora number 19 brush, and I'm just going to apply that in my crease and upper eye area as our transition shade. Now for the purples, we're going to be layering some purples today. So I'm going to start out with this MAC pigment in Violet, and I'm going to grab just a mixing plate, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of the pigment onto the plate, and then I'm going to grab my Mario Badescu facial spray with rose water that we used earlier, and that same brush that we used earlier for blending out the primer for our eyes. And then I'm just going to spray a little bit on the brush, and I'm going to apply this to the eyelid. Now I'm not going to apply this all over. I'm just going to apply this in the inner part of the lid and maybe halfway out, because we do have another shadow that we're going to use on the lid. Next, I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild High Flying Colors palette, and if I can get it open, I'm going to grab this purple shade. I really love this shade. This is like a duochrome shade, so it has reflects of silver and some other colors, and it's just really pretty. So I'm actually going to apply that to the outer part of my lid where I didn't apply that pigment, and you can't tell a huge difference now, but when you see it in lighting, you'll be able to see how it changes colors. So I'm just going to be applying that to the rest of my lid on my other eye as well, and then I'm going to blend the two colors together. Then I'm going to go back in with that Sephora blending brush, and I'm just going to blend the transition color and the lid color so there's not a harsh line in between. And then I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm going to grab this shade here called Urban, and I'm going to concentrate a majority of this color on the outer corner, and then whatever is left over on the blush brush, I cannot talk today. Whatever is left over on the brush, I'm going to go in and just kind of blend it upwards. So you have a little bit of color on the outer part of the eye, but then you also have a crease color all in one. So I really like the way that this turned out. And out of makeup wipes, so I gotta make it do what it do. So I'm taking a cotton pad and my Mario Badescu spray, and I'm just wiping a little bit of fallout that we had underneath the eye, and then I'm dragging it out to the outer corner of the eye just to help the eyeshadows look a little better. And now I'm just wiping off that excess powder that we applied earlier. And this is just a Wet n Wild powder brush. So I was noticing my lips were looking a little on the crusty side, so I decided to go in with my Vaseline Lip Therapy Rosy Lips Balm. So I'm just applying that to add some extra moisture to the lips. And now I'm going in with my favorite Milani Conceal Plus, what is this? Conceal Plus Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. This is so bomb. Like, I cannot wait to do a review on it, which will be up very soon. I love this foundation. So it's very full coverage. It says it's medium to full coverage, but this is a full coverage foundation. So you don't have to use a lot. So literally 2 pumps is all you need. Like, literally, that's all that you need. So went in with 2 pumps of this foundation. I'm just applying it all over with my fingers. You can actually use this with a beauty blender, or, oh my god, I messed up my brow, or you can use it with a brush like I'm gonna do today. So I just decided to use a flat top foundation brush, but you can definitely use a beauty blender if you would like. So I'm just blending all that foundation. You definitely want to make sure it's blended down to the neckline, around your hairline. If you're going to wear your hair back, you definitely want to make sure you blend it in there as well. So that's what I'm doing here. Then I'm going to go back in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to use a big fluffy powder brush. I think I got this brush from the icing, I want to say, and I'm just going to apply this all over my face to set the foundation. Literally, with this foundation, it is a concealer and a foundation, so you don't have to highlight. If you want to highlight, you can, but I chose not to, and as you can see, you really don't have to. So yeah, love this foundation. You need to go get some because it's bomb. Now for bronzing, I'm gonna go in with this Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer, and this kabuki brush I got in a BoxyCharm, and unfortunately it does not have a name on it, so I'm not sure who it's by, but it's just a regular kabuki brush. So I went in and I just bronzed up my face because I have been looking super pale lately. Like, I don't know what the problem is, but skin, get it together. So I'm just blending this in to my skin just to give my skin just a little bit of color. For contouring, I'm going in with this Pop Beauty Sunkissed bronzer in the shade Secret Sunshine. And I'm going to take this smaller kabuki brush that came in a set. So that doesn't have a name on it as well, but it's just a smaller one. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. And I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks and my forehead and all the places that you would want to contour. And then I'm going to go back in with that original kabuki brush that we used earlier, and I'm just going to blend all that out. Like, seriously, I don't know why I can't talk today. For cheeks, I'm going to use this Milani Baked Powder Blush in the shade Rose Dioro. And I am going to grab a Lancome number. Is there a number on here? There's not a number on here. So it's just a Lancome blush brush. And I'm just going to apply that all over my cheeks. Next, I'm going to grab a new brush. This is the e.l.f. contour brush, and I'm going to go back into that Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I actually got this tip from Jacqueline Hill's channel, and basically you just go in and you apply powder right at that contour line, and this is just going to help your contour to stand out a little bit more. So then you just drag it down, and I leave it on for literally like maybe 30 seconds at the most, like really not long, because you don't want to get like any white cast or anything, but I literally just leave it on for maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and then I go in with my powder brush and I just wipe all that excess powder away. I wasn't content with the eyes, so I went back in with Urban, just a teeny little bit on my crease brush, and I just added a little bit of that just to make that crease color stand out a little bit more. Okay, back into my Z palette. Now I'm grabbing this white shade. This came in my Carly Bible palette, and so this is just going to be my highlight shade today. So I just got my angled brush from Elf Cosmetics, and I'm just applying this to my brow bone for my highlight. Now I'm going back in with that Sephora blending brush, and I'm just blending all these colors together because, girl, harsh lines are not cute. So you definitely want to make sure your eyeshadow is blended. Now for the eyes, I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. liquid liner, and I'm just going to give myself a winged liner like I always do. You guys know I love my winged liner. So I like to look down, and then I go in small little minus signs until I get the liner just the way I like it, and then I extend it outward. I do have a winged liner tutorial on my channel, so if you guys want an in-depth tutorial on how I do my winged liner, then definitely check that out. But yep, I'm just creating a winged liner on both of my eyes. This is actually the color charcoal, which it looks a little bit off to me, so it's not as dark as black, but it's okay. I would have preferred for them to have the black one, but they didn't, so I'm working with this one. I'm going to clean up that liner and eyeshadow using that cotton pad again that I moistened with my facial spray. You can definitely use a makeup wipe if you have one, but I don't have any more right now, so I got to work with what I got until I can get me some more. All right, for eyes, we are going to use this mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess, which, girl, yes, you need it in your life. It is so good, and it's cheap, so that's like the perfect combination. So I really love this because it just makes your lashes look bomb. Even if you don't have lashes, it makes your lashes look like you got some, and you only have to use one coat of this, and I just love it. So I'm applying this all over my upper lashes. Going back into the Z palette, getting that transition shade, and I'm just going to apply this to the bottom lash line. Because this is a wearable look, I'm not going to do my pop of color that you guys know I like to do on the bottom lash line. And then I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner in black, and I'm just going to apply this to my bottom lash line. And another good technique, I'm just giving y'all all the secrets today. I'm going back in with this, going into this palette, any black eyeshadow will do. Get you a smudge brush and then just go over that liner with black eyeshadow. If you have problems getting your waterline colors to stay on and not crease and fade throughout the day, then this trick is absolutely perfect for that. I don't know what it is about the black shadow on top of the liner, but it just sets your liner in place to where it will not move throughout the day. For the bottom lash mascara, I'm going to be using IT Cosmetics Tightline. You guys have seen me use this a million times. You know, this is my favorite. This is like the only thing I use for bottom lashes because it just makes them look so bomb. So I'm just applying this to my bottom lashes. Got it. So we're going to go in with the Too Faced Melted Lipstick in the shade Melted Fig. And we're going to apply that as our lipstick color. And this is just a very bold purpley berry color, which is very, very pretty. I think it goes with this look, but for those of you who may not want this bold of a look, girl, I got you. I got another lip option for you. So I applied way too much. So I just took a little bit off with the paper towel. And then I went in with this Victoria's Secret gloss. And the shade has rubbed off. So I'm not sure of the shade. But I just went over it with that. And that is lip option number 1. For more toned down lippy, this is lip option number 2. This is Wet n Wild Dark Pink Frost lipstick. So I'm going to go in and apply that all over my lips. And it's just a very pretty, like lighter purpley pink kind of shade, which I absolutely love. And then we're going to go in with a kind of sheer brownish gloss by Jordana. And this one is called Honey Glaze. So I'm just going to apply Honey Glaze all over the lips just to kind of sheer it out a little bit. And we are done.